Good morning, Tahmina Khan is here in TKMaths S1. In today's video, we will see the explanation of a question on Newton's law of motion, and it is a part of the syllabus of A-level mathematics. The question I've taken is from June 20, variant 4.1, question 2. For the rest of the questions, you can visit my website address or my blog address, or you can see the link in the description as well. So let's see the question. A particle P is projected vertically upwards with the speed 5 meters per second. Sorry, it is power -1, mistake. From a point A, which is 2.8 meters above horizontal ground. Find the greatest height above the ground reached by P. Now, I would recommend whenever you solve M1 questions, make a sketch of the question. It would help you to understand. So I have done it here. This is the sketch. So this is the ground. Here is the ground. Because it is saying the particle was thrown from the point which is 2.8 meter above. So 2.8 meter above, I have made another line here. So particle was thrown from here upward, right? And with the speed of 5 meter per second. Find the greatest height above the ground. So you have to find the height from the ground till the top, and we know greatest height mean the velocity will be 0 here. So this is a hidden information here, right? At the greatest height, final velocity will be 0. Now we know formulas for the constant acceleration. I have written here 3. There are one more. Another one can also be written, but basically these 3. So you have to see which one you will use out of these, right? You have to find the greatest height, so it could be this formula and this formula. Now see what information is given to you. Acceleration, because it will be free fall once it is thrown upward in the air. So A will be -10. It's not mentioned in the question, but it is a information, hidden information you can say, or known information. So T I don't know, so I will make use of this equation. V square equals to U square plus 2AS. So V is 0, U is 5, A is -10, right? Now, -10 plus 10, this confuses a student, and I have explained earlier also that plus minus is only and only about opposite direction. So if I'm taking my U, which is thrown upward, as a positive direction, then acceleration is downward, because while object is going up, the acceleration due to gravity is all the time acting downward. So that's why I'm taking it as a negative value. Okay. So I'm substituting the values here in the formula, V0, U5, and A10, and I got the value of S. Now this S is giving me only this height, because I'm talking about from this point till the highest point where it's reached. But the question is saying find the greatest height above the ground. So I need to add 2.8 meter in this answer to find the actual height from the ground. So this was the common mistake in the question made by student. They forget to add the height of the point above the ground. So your height is coming 4.05 meter. The next part of the question is saying find the length of the time for which P, the particle, is at a height more than 3.6 meter above the ground. Now this is also another important question. I will tell you where students make mistake or leave the question halfway done. Okay, so let's understand the meaning of the question. Basically what happened, it is saying above the ground 3.6 meter. You are throwing an object from here. Object is going up and coming, right? And this is your ground. It is coming down or not, that is not the part or point of discussion right now. Above the ground mean, suppose this is 3.6 meter, right? This is 3.6 meter above the ground. So I have to find out the time for which it was above the height 3.6 meter from the ground. I'm throwing the object from here. I'm repeating. Throwing the object from here, it is going up and then coming down. This point is like 3.6 meter above the ground. So I have to see for how long the particle was above the ground. This is the whole idea behind it. So from 3.6, if I minus 2.8, because this was 2.8, right? Object was thrown from the point which was 2.8 meter above the ground. So basically, I will say 0.8 meter from here. So this is 0.8. So now using this equation, I will find out the time for which the object was 0.8 meter above the point from where it was thrown up. Okay. So simply substituting the values here, U5, S 0.8, A minus 10, I got a quadratic equation, and time is 0.8 and 0.2. Now some students stop here. There they leave the question incomplete. Length of time. So it means when it was going up from here, when it was going up and when it was coming down. So this was the time which was 0.2. And when it was coming back, this was the time 0.8. I have drawn the diagram here neatly also. Right? So find the length of the time. You need to subtract 0.8 minus 0.2 second. It means it was above the ground, 3.6 meter above the ground for the time period 0.6 seconds. Right? So I hope you understood the concept. Thank you very much for watching it. Please press like and subscribe if you understood, if you like the video, and share it with your friends. Thank you very much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.